I had another idea when I started. I want to make this business into an email and internet business, in the sense that I wanted, since I have this experience in the diamond industry, to try to do something similar to that. In diamonds you can look at the Rappaport or whatever, you tell the grade and you can buy it, but in sapphires it's difficult to do that. But in some way I achieved it by being very organized. For example, you saw in my factory, every stone we give into the production is graded, like, you know, for the dimensions and the sizes, and then it comes out that way also. I'll show you in this package when I do that. And I wanted to make a report, and I really wanted to sell my report. And I'll give you an interesting example. About 5 years ago, I had this big time manufacturer who came to my factory, and he's used to the typical US system. He said, you know, I need 20,000 pieces and show me your production. I showed him a paper first. He really thought, you know, what I was trying to do. I mean, he said, I mean, are you trying to sell me sapphire or diamonds? I said, I want to sell you sapphires, sir. Right? And then I gave him a report. Then he said, this is too much of paperwork. Then he went into my factory. This is, you know, we don't need this kind of system. It looks, you know, I'm scared of this system. Right? And he looked at my report and he just tossed it into the dustbin, and he said, I don't buy reports. Right? I want to see I said, obviously you're going to see my production, but in my report you will see. Now say it's a full production anyways. I sell only productions, like there is a size breakdown, there's a color breakdown, like everything, there is a breakdown in my report. And then you want to know the percentage of each size, each color, each shape. You can get it from my report. He still was not bothered. He said, your whole lot, you know, I saw it, I just did a cross section, tell me the price. The business never happened. But anyways, somehow he went around and then he came back to me and we did a business the next trip, right? And 4 years down the line, now he wants to buy only my paper. Right? Because he says that paper gives all the details and you're more or less accurate. But obviously, you know, once he takes my parcel, we have to talk a little bit, negotiate, because these are, you know, natural stones. So there is going to be a little plus or minus 10% in the quality and the color. But it's very easy for him. He says, email me your paper. That's all he needs. Tell me, you know, what you have in your 1 carat sizes at the moment. I send him the paper, 90% of the business is done there. Right, so I think I achieved that with, of course, it took me almost 24 years to achieve that. Not 24 years really, maybe this thing started maybe 7-8 years ago, where we could, you know, send the paper. Now this is an average 1.5 carat size lot, right? 1.5 carat in cut and polish, right? Typically to make a 1.5 carat size in cut and polish, you need like a 4.5 carat size in the rough. And when I tell them, okay, you can see in this report, right, the breakdowns that I'm talking of. For example, first we have the shapes. We go by shape, say square cushion, right? Then the size, how much of 7 millimeter square cushions in the lot. Then the color grade, which is color grade number 2. And 7 millimeter color grade number 2, how many square cushions in the lot? 2 pieces. And then we have the percentage of, if you take the lot as a whole, how many pieces, the percentage of pieces in the lot for the 7 millimeter color 2 square cushions. Then of course we have the total carat weight of that, and then we have by carat the percentage. If you take the whole lot, if it is 3000 carats, we have 0.36% of square cushion 7 millimeter color number 2. You understand? So this report, for a new customer, what I tell them, even the guy who didn't want to buy my report, what he does, he sits down and he takes the 7 millimeter square cushion out and he checks this and he puts a price here. This takes about 3-4 hours for him to work at the beginning. Then he keeps on putting prices here. this is what he normally has to do, but I have already made it very user friendly. So he does the whole thing, then he comes up to a figure of what he think is the value of the lot, right? At the end, he knows the per carat price that I'm asking him, and if his per carat price is, you know, the way he's calculated it, what he should be buying, isn't it going to make his life very easy, this report, right? So that's how at the beginning they didn't, you know, want to, you know, look at this report, or, you know, they were not interested in anything. Now say for example, now this particular lot, now it has 8 by 6, you know, color number 1 is here. There is 51.19 carats, 35 pieces, color number 1, oval, 8 by 6 millimeter. So in the report it's here, 8 by 6, color number 1, 35 pieces. Okay, now someone would ask, what is it by percentage of pieces? When you take it as a whole, it is 4.49% of the lot, right? And then what is it percentage by weight? It is 5% of the lot is 8 by 6. Then they can say, because this is a very hot color and hot size, so they want to see what is the percentage of better stones in the lot. They can study it from the report and look at the stones as well. If they want to take the stones out, they check it and see the quality, the inclusions as well, right? So this is what I mean by doing this in an organized way, user friendly, make it very easy for them.